Okay, everyone, I am going to be going to the VA today. It is Wednesday, the day after we had an election. A lot of people said, well, who won? Who won? Like, there's only one issue. Don't forget to subscribe. That's a tragedy if you don't get that done. Please subscribe. But anyway, people were saying, who won? Who won? As if it's a one issue, one candidate type of a situation, and it's not. There's other things on there. We got rid of Gascon, I say his name, the guy in LA as the district attorney. I think that's good. That's a positive. He was kind of not good. But a lot of people are really sad today about the fact that Donald Trump won the election. And I was just thinking, now I've been telling people for 4 years Trump would be reelected, Trump's going to win. I said that 4 years ago, and I've said it ever since. And people argued with me and said I was wrong. They said this was said quite a bit. No, Trump's not going to win. Trump's going to be in, where is he going to be? Prison. Yeah, Trump will be in prison. That was said quite a bit of times. Trump will be in prison. They also said that Trump was not actually Trump, or maybe he was Trump, but he was also Adolf Hitler. He was Hitler. Yeah, Hitler. You remember that kind of German fella? You know, I think Hitler died. I'm not sure. He had some assassination attempts, so there were some similarities, I guess. They both led countries, I guess. But they were saying that he is Adolf Hitler. He's a Nazi, a rapist, a racist. He hates homosexuals. He hates black people. He hates this. He hates all these things. He hates Hispanics. He's going to stop the illegal flow of immigration to the border. Trump is not happy with the way things are going now on the economy, and they don't like the things that are going on with the border. He doesn't like a lot of the stuff we're doing, like we're giving money to this and money to that, and he's not too happy about people like the Iranian government, the Chinese, the Russian, the North Koreans. You know, they sent troops to fight in Ukraine. He's not too happy with that, and a lot of that will probably be changing. But my question is this. Now, also they said that I never said, hey, I'm going to go out and vote for Donald Trump. I never said that. Not one time will you hear me say on here, I better go out and vote for Donald Trump. Never. Did I ever tell you to vote for Donald Trump? Never. Did I say, don't ever vote for Harris, she's no good? Never. I did question some of her decisions. If she really decided to bring on Tim Walz, that was really bad. They're now saying that was a big part of why she lost. Not only did she lose Pennsylvania, she barely won the state that he was from, and he was the governor of that state. His lies, his jazz hands, no offense to anyone in this whole entire world on any kind of plane, but you know that if you saw a story about this guy dancing around and doing all the stuff he did, and you didn't know that he was married with children, you would think he was gay. You know, he appeared to be a senior homosexual man from Minnesota. That's what I would think. Oh, he's obviously gay. And I guess some people really didn't like the fact that he was doing that. Now that he was gay, I can see us having a gay president. They said we probably already have had a gay president, or a bisexual president at least, but perhaps an actual homosexual president. I don't know. I don't know if we have or have not. People were saying that. But my question to all of you out there, since I never once said this, but people call me a Nazi. Oh, I'm a MAGA. Let's say I'm a MAGA. I hate America. Oh yeah, I'm a traitor to America, even though I'm a veteran. I hate the veterans. He hates veterans. He said losers and all that. All that's been debunked. A lot of stuff they're saying that happened did not, and it's been proven it did not. But people will quote it over and over again. But my question is, after I said merely that he was going to win, and I made the sprouts are really good for you. I really would love to go eat some Brussels sprouts. Never would that happen because I don't like them. I don't like them. So my question is, if he is that terrible, he's that terrible, how did he beat her? How did he win? You gotta think about that. If he's all those terrible things, and in spite of all of those terrible things, he won, you gotta kind of think how that happened, right? How that happened. Maybe Kamala Harris lost the election because she is not liked. People didn't like her. They didn't like her as vice president. They didn't really like her when she was in California. They didn't like a lot of her travel, her trip to the top when it came to the things she did. They think that maybe she was giving some. They don't like her laugh, or they don't like her pretending to be black. I'm not saying she's not black. They said she's pretending to be black. She tried to get all these celebrities out there to help her. I mean, look at all the celebrities that were out there. These most popular celebrities are, you got, Beyonce, you got Taylor Swift, you got LeBron James. Supposedly he's the GOAT. I don't know. Was Jordan the GOAT? Was he the GOAT? Was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar the GOAT? Who's the GOAT? Man, whatever. I don't know. But in spite of all of that, she lost badly. And now we gotta think what happened. But all I'm saying is, don't forget to subscribe. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be just fine. Maybe you're gonna be unhappy, but you gotta think of all the things you said about me and other people that just merely stated the fact Trump was gonna win. People were telling me up until last night when I went to bed at midnight, or that was the morning. When I went to bed this morning at midnight, after midnight, Trump was still speaking. Trump's speech was not very good. He was rambling, and I don't think he wrote a speech. I think it was all improv. I'm pretty sure that was improv. But people are still telling me he's going to lose because some of the mail-in votes hadn't been counted. Or this. I said, no, he's going to win. And then, Fox News says he's going to win. CNN says he's going to win. MSNBC, NBC, CBS, ABC. Everybody said that. He's already getting leaders of foreign nations calling him up to congratulate him. There's been meetings getting ready to be scheduled. The Russians are talking about how they can perhaps leave the situation in the Ukraine. Everybody said they want that war to end, and now who knows what's going to happen in Israel. So I don't know. A lot of people that were doing a lot of things maybe are not going to do a lot of things now. So the finger pointing, of course, is starting. I made a video about that, or I talked about that. I don't know if I made an entire video, but they were finger pointing why she lost the election a month ago, or 3 weeks ago. There was an article about they already pointed the finger about how she lost. That was 3 weeks ago, so they already knew. I already knew. I knew for 4 years now that Trump was going to win the election. He was going to win a re-election into the White House. I didn't necessarily know he would be beating her. I thought he would be beating Biden. I didn't know she was going to step down, but when he was stepped down, but when she was brought in, I said right that day, I said, I don't think she'll do any better than Biden, and she did not. So anyway, you're going to be okay. Don't hurt yourself. Don't, if you feel like you're having some issues, and not to make fun of it, like pointing at it, like, you're dumb. I'm driving. Well, barely driving now. There's traffic. Going to the VA hospital. Hopefully I'll make it. I have an appointment there at 9 o'clock, at 9:30, and it is 7:47. So I may not make it on time. And if I don't make it on time. I'll just have to be late. Because I'm not going to cause an accident. I left in plenty of time. Did everything I was supposed to do. But anyway, if you think you could have any problems, they said there's already a lot of people are seeking help, and that's good. Not to make fun of them, not to say you're a snowflake, you're a princess, or whatever, but they didn't know when Hillary lost last. First of all, they thought Hillary was going to win, but they didn't know that people were going to go into this kind of psychosis, this mental health breakdown, that they were going to need to go to the hospital and be treated. They would have to be put on medication. Some people are still on those medications. Some people have not returned to work because she won't. That's what they said. Maybe they wanted 8 years off. I don't know. But there's like the university was saying that you don't have to take the final this year. We're not going to have a final because of the fact that everybody's so distraught. People didn't go to work. People were going into hospitals. There probably were a few suicides that were, maybe not sole reason, but maybe that was like the straw that broke the camel's back kind of thing. Everybody said Hillary's gonna win, Hillary's gonna win, Hillary's gonna win. They weren't saying as much as that because they knew last time about Kamala Harris. They weren't saying as much of it because they knew what happened last time. But I was kind of thinking, what about these news stations that told you over and over again? I mean, MSNBC was reporting in California time at 1 o'clock Harris was going to win, and CNN was reporting that. All these stations that were telling you up to the moment that she was going to win, they weren't talking about anything else about the possibility that Trump would win. You would think that they would know there'd be a possibility, but they weren't covering that. Maybe that's some kind of, maybe that's irresponsible. I don't know. What do you think? But anyway, you're gonna be okay. You'll be okay to subscribe, like, share. Please make some comments. What do you think? What do you think? You can say what went wrong. Hey David, I really wanted Harris to win, but you're right. I'm okay. Or hey, not even say I'm right. I see that you're concerned that people might not be okay with this, although I don't like it. I'm gonna press on. But anyway, have a great day, everyone. It's day one of the election of Donald Trump. He won't be in place until January, and then we're gonna have 4 years with him, and then it's gonna be Vance, and it'll be his turn. You do realize that if Trump had won the election, it would have been weird, but it would have been Pence versus Kamala Harris, I guess, if that's what, if she would have won that. But they're saying that Biden's ego cost the election because he should have left when they knew that he was in his condition, which was basically when he was elected. COVID stopped us from knowing how bad off he was, but 4 years ago he was almost as bad as he was now. He has gotten worse, but they're saying if he left in 2 years, they could have had a primary, and she would have had 2 years to. They said she would have had 2 years to campaign, but she wouldn't have been campaigning because she would not have won the primary. Look what happened last time in the primary in 2020. So she would not have won the primary. It wouldn't have been her, but it would be kind of weird if it was Pence versus Harris. Have a great day, everyone. Don't worry. You're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. Take care.